right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, this is your opportunity to be part of the game and go beyond the game by playing Guess the Winner. Now, if you think it's going to be China who's going to win this match, you put it in the red box. If you think it's going to be Korea, you put it in the blue box, all right? This is your chance at the end of the match. If you're right, you can win a Samsung MP3 player courtesy of Samsung. Let's meet the best players in the world. In the red corner, from China, put your hands together for PJ! Congratulations on making the finals, PJ. Good luck to you. In the blue corner, all the way from Korea, put your hands together for Stork! All right, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes after the match starts, it's a best of 3. We're going to cut off Guess the Winner, so if you want to play, get in there now. I'm going to toss it over to 2 of the world's best commentators in StarCraft, DJ Weed and Tasteless. Gentlemen, are you ready to call this match?
Is StarCraft the greatest game in the universe?
Let's do it. Audience, are you ready to watch this match? I'll see you when we have a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Finals started 4 days ago, and now we are here for probably one of the most epic matches in World Cyber Games history. We've got StarCraft competition, the finals here, Korea versus China, in a setup that could quite possibly see the Koreans not take the gold medal in StarCraft for the first time in 6 years.
Marcus, I cannot believe what is going on right now. There's so much pressure on Stork right now to win this. The Koreans have never lost the finals in StarCraft. And, you know, generally there's more than one Korean in the top 3.
You're right.
Now we've only got Stork left. The other ones have been knocked out. Stork had to knock out Hwasun. And, you know, unfortunately for Savior, PJ had to knock him out as well. So, look, it's up to PJ now. PJ's already taken out Savior. The big question is, can he do it to Stork as well?
And here's PJ right here. You could see his progress as he made it through this. First, he beat Phoenix 66, unfortunately having to eliminate China from the top 16. Then he beat Savior, a matchup that people just could not believe. I personally called Tasteless when this happened, and he did not believe me on the phone. He was like, it did not happen. And now he is here in the finals going up against this man from Korea, who we'll see in just a second, Stork. Another interesting point that we'll talk about a little bit more in just a moment is that this is going to be a Protoss mirror match, and traditionally PJ has had some great success versus Protoss matchups, even here at the WCG.
And you know what's even stranger about that is Stork doesn't seem to be having that success, even though he has the highest win ratio in Korea, and there's a picture of him right now. You know, and that's a little bit surprising. And, you know, one thing that we also got to point out here is that these Koreans are so cool and calm under all this pressure that generally most of the other people that get on the stage or get down to this tournament end up choking because they're just not used to having that many people watch them play. But at the same time, PJ has proven that he is calm and calculated as well under all this pressure, and that is definitely going to impact this game.
Like PJ, he had to eliminate one of his own Korean teammates from the top 16, and now he is here. China versus Korea. China has also Sky in the Warcraft 3 finals. So, you know, China really looking to put some dominance, to put themselves out there and say, we can be just as dominant in real-time strategy games as Korea can be. And this may be the year for China to prove that. And we are going to get started here in just a moment. Remember, this is a best of 3 single elimination, so the first player to take 2 maps will be the winner of the World Cyber Games 2007 here in Seattle. And let's take a look at the first map for game number 1. It is going to be Paranoid Android, and I got to tell you, Tasteless, of all the maps that are here in WCG, in a PvP matchup like we're seeing today, this to me is, I think, going to be the most. I'm looking forward to this one the most, I think.
Is that because of the close proximity?
It is.
You know, I think it's a really interesting map, but one also interesting thing to note about this map is that one location mines just slightly faster than the other. And, you know, in normal games with normal noobs, that wouldn't matter, but with players like this, they definitely want to get the good starting location, and that starting location is at the north.
All right, well, we'll get this match started in just a second. China versus Korea here for the StarCraft Finals at the World Cyber Games 2007. Make some noise here for the finals of StarCraft World Cyber Games 2007. PJ from China taking on Stork from Korea. It's going to be a Protoss versus Protoss mirror match in the finals. And I'm DJ Wee. Joining me is the Storm Observer, Tasteless. And I know that you lived 364 days out of the year for this moment right here.
I am so excited, Marcus. I cannot even contain myself. This is going to be an awesome matchup. I am glad I brought a stick of deodorant with me, Marcus, because these games are going to make me sweat.
Well, you also got a couple hours of sleep to prepare for this matchup right here. And there it is, the trophy which one country will take away. Who will it be? The outcome of today's games will ultimately determine that. PJ from China versus Stork from Korea about to begin. All right, yeah. The first map is Paranoid Android. And Tasteless, let's use these opening moments first to identify. It looked like Stork is going to be the orange Protoss, while his opponent, PJ, will be the yellow. Now, you mentioned earlier that one location mines a little bit faster than the other one. Who got that location?
Stork is orange, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Stork then has the good location. As you can see, those minerals, the position of them allows those probes to mine minerals just a little bit faster. And that is something, it's not good for, for the map. It proves the map has a little bit of a favoring for the top. But what it does mean is that we could see something of a bit more of a risky opening coming from PJ. PJ might be like, well, look, I might not be able to out-macro this guy in this position. But then again, who knows? He might be like, look, I'm so confident I can do this no matter what.
All right, so we also saw a lot of Protoss rushes here at the World Cyber Games tournament. Let's talk a little bit about what you think we're going to see out of this PvP matchup. And when we say PvP, we mean Protoss versus Protoss. It is a mirror match. Tell us what you think we're going to see.
That's a good question. I think due to the size of the ramp, this ramp that they can get out of their base with, it's a little bit bigger, so a lot of times players two-gate. But then again, they may also opt to fast cast. These are the kind of players that can do so many different openings and still play it off. But again, rushing is a very viable opening on a map like this, so it's definitely a possibility.
Well, we have a gateway going up for Stork right away. He's going to take a probe out to begin his scouting. A lot of fans here at the World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Finals for both players. We're going to have to possibly contain some riots here depending on the outcome of this matchup. But this truly is an epic match in World Cyber Games history. There you see double gateway coming out by Stork. And tell us how you think that could affect initial rush. We saw double gateway from Stork in this tournament where he had some very successful Zealot rushes using the double gateway.
Yes, this is true, and he's clearly proven that he definitely knows how to control Zealots. Now, also note, PJ is going for fast cast while Stork is doing that two-gate opening. Now, look at the position of that pylon in the minerals. That's the block from what's called manor pylon. You can actually build a pylon in the minerals if you position it right, blocking off those minerals so the probes have to go around, messing up his opponent's economy. PJ showing that he's practiced a lot on this map, already opens up with a pylon to defend, to block from another pylon being put there. Nice opening by him. PJ also seems to be confident that he's going to be able to hold off a rush right now, even with a one gate, and that's going to be a little bit tricky with a ramp that usually takes about 3 Zealots to block. Okay, now he's getting that second gateway out there. He's going to get that because he's just not too sure at this point in time if he can hold off a heavy offensive.
And the first Zealot will come out there for PJ. Once again, Stork in the orange, PJ in the yellow. He's in the north or the far east position, while his opponent Stork is in the north position. First zealots are going to meet up with one another. You can see that PJ has position one on this ramp, but it looks like Stork is going to get this zealot into his base. Now, I'm going to take a wild guess that he's going to immediately go for that probe line, but with that zealot right next to him, is he really going to be able to do that much damage here?
You know, at this point in time, what he's going to try to do is he's going to... Oh, I didn't even catch a Manor Pylon over there inside of Stork's base to counter that rush. He's not going to be able to be too offensive at that point in time with that pylon block. See, as you can see, the probes are stuck inside there. Meanwhile, Stork microing on 2 fronts, controlling the zealot. Going to try to pick off a probe. 2 probe hits plus 2 zealot hits equals 10 probe. Another probe. Okay, he did hold that off. He did not get that many probes.
No,
but here comes another zealot. He got the one.
And then we saw PJ take out the other probe that was scouting inside the base. But Stork is continuing the pressure here. He's continuously sending zealots into the base, either to interrupt the probe line, to take them off of the mineral, but or to do whatever damage he can. But he's still got one in there, and I think that he's stopped his train of zealots now. He's now started to stack them on his very own ramp right now.
You know, PJ seems very much in control right now. He is not. He's not letting these zealots mess him up. As we saw earlier, almost. Oh,
nice.
Even the probe wants Stork to lose. That was it's pretty impressive. At this point in time, Stork's zealot rush did not do the damage it should have. He lost more zealots than the cost of the probes was worth. So it looks like Stork's decided to back off for now and keep on teching. He's got his cybernetic score out. Now the question is he going to Dark Templar rush or is he going to go for the Robo Bay? Those are the 2 basic openers you do. Of course, if you go for the Dark Templar opening, it's a little bit more risky, but if you're good like these guys, you can easily pull it off. The Robo Bay is a little bit more of a safe opening, and then once we get that Robo Bay, we can branch out from there and decide, is he going to get observers, or is he and just go straight up with Dragoons, or will he get observers and then get Reavers as well?
We do have this one probe for PJ stuck inside of Stork's base, and he's just playing Ring Around the Rosie with those 2 zealots right there. But the reason he can't get out is because it looks like there are 3 zealots blocking the ramp. Dragoons now coming out of the double gateways right away, and they're finally going to put an end to that that probe who's done nothing but sightseeing here in the base of Stork. Other than the pylon rush that we've seen, let's talk about what both players have done right and wrong so far.
Well, I wouldn't say anybody's done anything wrong per se, but I do think that Stork's rush was not as efficient as I think he would have liked it to be. A lot of times in Pro Rush vs. Pro Rush, you can just rush with the probe and then keep reinforcing it with zealots, picking off probes, and again, it's a mirror matchup, so if you can get more workers, I mean, you can outproduce him in Dragoons or whatever else it is that you're going to be producing, so...
Armies do look to be about the same size. I see 5 zealots and a pair of Dragoons out for both players. And we're just waiting to just kind of see how this tech tree is going to evolve for both players right now. Other than the initial rush that we saw, if you want to even call it a rush, I would even say it was more harassment than anything.
Well said.
From Stork. We haven't really seen much action, but now Stork is moving his army. He may be the first to make a move here.
It looks like Stork's going to get a little bit more offensive up here. He's moving down, crossing the small bridge on the map. Also note that PJ is going to be going for Reavers. That probe's going to check. He's checking to see exactly what his opponent has. Now, bear in mind, Marcus, if Stork moves his army out here like this in position... Okay, he's going to pull that Dragoon back up there, definitely. Okay, he needs to block this ramp right now, Marcus. But remember, he's making a Reaver right now. If the Reaver can come out in time and help him defend. But that's some bad control by that Zealot. PJ pulled that Zealot too far down. Take it from me, Marcus.
Well, he did take one right there. We do see PJ trying to defend this area. He has lost a couple. Probes are going to come down to try to help out as well. I do not think he wants his army inside his base. Probes coming down. Great work there by the Zealots of PJ. He's starting to drive this army back. A few more Dragoons have come in, but now the Probes will get in on the fight as well. And that looked well played by PJ right there. He is going to take out that Zealot, though. And all the Zealots are down. The Reaver is out. He could stop this push from Stork quite easily.
He has to get this Reaver out. He is using these probes to buy time. It's all he has right now. I don't know if he has the Reaver yet.
Yeah, he's in that shuttle right there.
Now he has to hold this front. He has to hold out this rush, and it looks like Stork may be backing off right now. Oh no, he's reinforcing this with some more Dragoons. Stork also expanding. If you look on the minimap, there it is. Nice, nice moves by Stork. Although, bear in mind, he's moving out with that Reaver. Okay, no. Stork's going to be moving into the front of his base, and I'm not sure if PJ is going to harass him with that Reaver. There goes the Scarab! barely dodging that. Excellent control by Stork. Stork trying to get up this ramp. PJ debating whether or not, okay, now Stork has made it up the ramp. He's got to control this Reaver very carefully. Moving back that shuttle. Oh, it went down.
Shuttle is taken out by the Dragoon. Shuttle cannot pick up the Reaver, otherwise it would have gone down. Stork's got 4 Dragoons in here. Another Reaver has popped out. Firing Scarab, it will manage to take out 2 of the 4 that were there. That Dragoon, who is very, very low. And that one Dragoon will try to go in here, and on its last life, it will try to take out as many of these probes as possible. But I think that this one Dragoon here is going to manage to take him out, and he does.
Now, note that even though Stork definitely lost a lot of Dragoons in that attack, he does have that expansion up. PJ at this point in time, going for that Reaver opening, is going to have to choose whether or not he's going to harass or he's going to use that Reaver to defend his own expansion that he's going to have to get here pretty soon. Although also notice Shuttle just popped out. That may mean that Stork's decided that he can go Dragoon Reaver and just out macro this Chinese player.
And as you've talked about before, Stork having some excellent macro as well as some impeccable micro. So that may be strategically the best thing for him to go for right now. Obviously, PJ is going to be capable of defending a rush or excuse me, an attack as he had right there. I think he did great work on the ramp there. Another Reaver is going to come out now for PJ. And it does look like a pro's heading down for that southern expansion as well.
It looks like Stork definitely has better position now that he's got that expansion up, but I'm still waiting to see what are PJ's plans with these 2 Reavers. Because, all he has to do is get those Reavers in there and then shoot it down a few groups of probes, and this game could turn completely. PJ suddenly realizing, oh, my opponent's expanded. I better get on that myself. Probe is going to go down now. Shuttle probably out now okay, now we see... I don't know if he has Reavers yet. I can't tell, but he could be doing some harassment very soon here.
Okay, so obviously Stork could take those shuttles into the back line, and this could be it right here.
He's going to drop these Reavers right now. He does not want to lose these probes. He's going to get them out of there. More probes going down right now. PJ pulling those probes off. Meanwhile, PJ decided he does not have time to go back and try to defend his base, but this shuttle could be intercepted by these Dragoons. Here come the Reavers now. Shuttle getting taken out. Reavers losing their mobility, but PJ deciding now is the only time he can close in. It's all up to this moment right now. PJ has to control his Reavers and Dragoons very carefully. Can he do it? I'm not sure. Here comes some, nice pickup by Stork, microing excellently. And Stork is definitely dominating this game.
Stork, and he does it. PJ says GG. The combination of a Reaver drop on the back mineral line of PJ and an execution of what looked to be about 8 probes will force PJ to make a move on Stork's base. I think that PJ had the right idea there. Stork got a couple of really nice hits with his Reaver on all those Dragoons too. I don't think that PJ had his Dragoons spread out as well as Stork did, and Stork wins it right there with that one move. Very, very nicely done. That was incredibly awesome. Your thoughts on that matchup, Tasteless?
That was a great game. Stork is so good. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Stork is so good, he actually timed out that rush so that those Dragoons and Zealots would get there right before a Reaver would hypothetically get out. Excellent opening by him. But you know what? PJ could take this next game back. He did have the bad spawn in those spots, so who knows?
You're right.
Maybe when they get a balanced map.
There's a lot going on here now that Stork has won the first game. Stork has a little bit less pressure on his shoulders because he knows he's only got to win one more map. It means that he can breathe a little bit easier going into the second game. Obviously he doesn't want to be too relaxed. He wants to put his best game forward, but I think winning that first game in the final actually can do a lot for you in terms of your confidence, in terms of what you're going to be doing next. And Stork, if anything, should be incredibly happy that PJ didn't take that, because that would just be added pressure on Stork's shoulders. But Korea stays one step closer to winning that gold again in StarCraft. And you can see there the nations in medal standings right now. Brazil with 2 golds and 1 bronze. USA in second place right now, 1 gold, silver, and bronze. So it is really a race to see who is going to take that overall trophy here for the World Sniper Games 2007 Grand Finals. Map 2 is coming up next. China versus Korea continues in the StarCraft Finals of WCG 2007.
standing heart to heart, face to face. The challenge of a lifetime stands before us.